men have sat on this table, but there can only be one show.
MTC Beats.
It's time for the Money Mind Mastery Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Triple M Podcast. My name is MP.
My name is Stefan SB.
And it is another great hour.
Another day, another dollar.
Another dollar. Oh, man, we got to start off the podcast with what we always do, which is the Gratitude Series. If you're new tuning in here, the Gratitude Series it's been provided, or it's been, who showed it to us? It was been showed by Nino and Jed.
Yes, sir.
Right? And it's just to start the podcast on a more positive and grateful note.
Start at the top.
At the top, and I'll make it drop. So for me, man,
Wet.
I'm grateful for WAPs. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
I'm grateful for Canada, BC, and the amazing weather that we have this summer.
It rains a lot. What you mean? Just kidding.
It does. But the summers here are beautiful, and I'm just grateful for it. You know, it feels amazing.
Green. It's so green.
Tons of
I love
green,
it.
bro,
I love it.
Right? The fall might suck, but the summers make it. So I'm grateful for the backyard that we live in.
Is it brown like in the fall? Is it like red, orange, or is there all just?
Who you calling brown, bro?
Oh.
Yeah, it's very very brown and red.
That's
Once
beautiful,
the trees change colors,
Yeah,
it's nice, man. It's
Sweep that though.
it's
Rake
the
that
worst,
thing,
bro. You just hate your life. Like, why did I buy a house with a tree?
Yeah, that's why you get a townhouse. They do that for you.
Exactly, you pay for it though.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and I'm grateful for all the people that helped me prepare for, my first fight. All the coaches, all my sparring partners, man, a lot of people, man. So I'm just grateful for all the help, for all the training, for all the advice, for all the tips and tricks. There's a lot, man. And this is something that I really want to pursue, get my first fight in and see. And yeah, that's it, man. I think in my opinion, I think everyone should just get, just one fight at least, and one official fight in their life, just to, help you prepare for that.
Just test yourself.
Yeah, it's just, it builds character, it helps you stay fit, it helps you defend yourself. It's a lot of things, man. So I highly, highly recommend it.
While we're on that topic, before we go into the meat and potatoes of this episode, you know how people say boxing is a lonely sport, which it is,
Yeah.
I want to argue and say it's not. Reason why?
Team, bro.
You have a team, bro. Like you said, man, you have your sparring partners, which, if you're brand new to the gym and you start sparring, a lot of the times you will find that a lot of these guys, I don't know what it is, but you create such a crazy bond with these guys.
Yeah, you just punch someone in the face and they punch you in the face. You just
Hey, now you're homies now,
David, what's his name? David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. They were talking trash.
Yeah.
Build up to the fight. After the fight, it's like, man, I like this guy now.
Yeah, I respect you. I was like, what the fuck happened? I thought you were.
Yeah, punch me in the face. I'll punch you in the face, bro.
Right?
That's mutual respect. And I love it. Man.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's what it is. But boxing, it can be a lonely sport if you're just by yourself in the gym, just on the bag and whatnot. But you have your coaches around you, which are literally your mentors. You have your sparring partners, which are literally gonna be your homies at the end of the fight camp. You have people that hold pads for you and all that. It's just in the community as well. It just makes it so warm and welcome.
Yeah. Man, it's what I find too is, coming from a basketball background is a little different. You play other teams, you beat them, and that's it. You know what I mean? You get ready for them, you watch film. Boxing is different, man. You spar someone, you fight someone, but it's just people are always there to help you.
Yeah.
Regardless, it can be someone you fought.
Yeah.
They're still there to help you.
That's true.
Someone you sparred with after the fight or after the sparring, they're like, man, you got me with this, but after reviewing it, this way you can do better. You know what I mean? Like they're there to help you with the details. It's just a totally different, world for me because I'm so used to, hey, basketball. I'll cross you up, mark you,
and I'm gonna do it again.
I'm gonna do it again. I see you again. You better not make the same mistake because I'm about to do it again. Boxing's a little different, man. Everyone's there to help each other, and I'm loving it. So
hell yeah, man. And since we're on the topic of boxing,
we're always gonna be in the topic of boxing.
We're always gonna be on the topic of boxing. Just the topic of boxing, man. But there's one thing that needs to be addressed with a lot of these boxers, man. And that's keeping your zero.
Keeping your
The undefeated
zero.
record. You know, it's been, popularized by the good old Mayweather,
Yep.
right? It's sometimes seen, well, not sometimes, but it's always seen as like, I would say it's like a status kind of thing.
Yep.
I have 0 on my record. I have 0 losses. I'm untouchable. But what happens when you get that 1 on there?
Is that it?
Are
Is
you
that it
depressed?
for you?
Do you retire after that?
That's a good question.
Hell no, man. Zeros? It's not a, what did Coach Willett say? It's not a loss.
It's a lesson.
It's a lesson.
I agree. My opinion on that one, man, it's Mayweather did a lot of good for the sport. But, him being the face of boxing at the time he was fighting, this is one thing that I think a lot of business owner took notes of, a lot of fighters took notes of, keeping your O. Unblemished record, undefeated, fighting the right fights at the right time.
Yeah.
Not what the fans want. Not to say Mayweather didn't give like all his fights that it's not like we wanted his fights to happen, but he did it in his own time.
Yeah.
I can't knock him because the man made
Millies.
but he's a billionaire now, actually.
Yeah.
He made billions of dollars doing this. It's about timing for him, but that's the one thing that I think hurt boxing a little bit. Spencer Crawford, for example.
That took forever.
3-4 years, 5 years, you can argue. Tank and Ryan happened, although it was being talked about a year prior, but they made the fight happen. There's a lot of fights, man. We got Joshua and Wilder that never happened when they were both the champions. Imagine that at the time they were both undefeated.
That's never going to happen.
That would have
this
been
fight.
probably the biggest fight.
Yeah.
Bigger than Spence and Crawford. And that's your O, man. What do you think about, people protecting the O?
They want to be invisible, man. That's what it is. They just want the fame. They want to do what Mayweather did, but bro, there can only be one Mayweather.
Yeah.
Right?
And he's gone.
And he's gone, right? You got to make a name for yourself. If you're going to take these risks, get into the ring, bro, make the big fights happen, make your money. Big example, Sean Porter.
Agree.
We talk about him all the time.
Showtime.
He fights everybody. He made his money and he fucked off and made his own suits.
Yeah.
Right? That's what a lot of people need to be doing. Just be smart about it, right?
Yeah,
Because you can't. Are you gonna fight forever?
Nope.
Fuck no.
No.
Hell no.
That's a good example because I think Sean actually has a better resume than Spence. He has a better resume than Crawford, than all these welterweights. Why? Because he fought every single one of them. Did he win all of them? No. He won some,
Yeah.
right? And I think that's important. I think we have to go back to the old mentality, the old era where you're talking about Muhammad Ali,
Oh yeah.
Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, all these heavyweights, the legends, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray. One thing they did is they gave the fights that the fans wanted.
Yeah.
You want to fight now? I'll fight you now.
Yeah.
Want to fight tomorrow? I'll fight you
do
tomorrow.
it tomorrow.
Anywhere, regardless, because they didn't care about the O. They didn't care about the undefeated record. Why? Because they're warriors. They're gladiators. I think that's one thing that a lot of boxers now don't really, they still have that mentality, but they're more business now rather than being a gladiator.
That's true.
I think that's one thing is to bring back that old mentality.
And it's business wise, yeah, cool. Zero is nice and all, bro. But the thing is, if you keep giving the fans what they want, I personally think that's what's gonna make boxing keep growing and growing.
Yeah.
Instead of making these like super fights, mega fights take forever to make.
Is it? Well, I have a question though. I'll throw a curveball. Is it? Do they call them mega fights because it's been years in the making? You know what I mean? Like, would we
true.
get a mega fight if everyone's seeing the fight that we wanted? Because that means everything is just a mega fight. Like, does that make it a mega fight? Because we waited for a long time. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say no. I don't think so. I think. Wait. What would your definition of a mega fight? Because then I'll tell you mine first. I think what a mega fight would be is like two superstars meeting together. Like for example, what's that one? It would be like Tank Would it be Ryan? Was it no? It would be Tank and another fighter. I can't remember
Right.
who we spoke. Was it Ryan? Yeah, that's a super fight there. That's
Yeah.
for sure, right? That's mega fight, right? There's two superstars like meeting together. So I don't think it's necessarily because we waited so long. I think that could play a factor as well because we did wait forever. But the fact that like two superstars decided to fight, it's like, damn, this is big.
Yeah, I agree. For it to be, well, my definition of mega fight is just two high level boxers clashing, and you just don't know who's gonna win. I think that's what makes it a mega fight.
Just like Spence Crawford, crazy.
And we
I can't stop
we
thinking
go
about
again.
that fight, man.
Yeah,
That fight was crazy.
That was definitely a mega fight.
Yeah.
Did I think Crawford was gonna win? But look, he did win. But if Spence would have won, I'd be like, damn, I was wrong.
Since we're on the topic about like not losing your imagine if this fight happened during the first year negotiations. Do you think it would have panned out differently, or do you think the result would have been the same?
Spence and Crawford.
Yeah.
Seeing Crawford's skill, no. Now, would Spence probably done better? Yes, because he was active. I think like without the car crash and all that. I think he'll probably do better. He'll probably win second round. Hey, but he won.
Would have run two.
He doubled.
rounds.
He doubled though.
did.
He doubled
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rounds.
exactly. That's a win, right? That's a win. With losing the like we mentioned earlier, I think it would make fighters greater
If they lost it,
if they lost it, because it would just make them
100%.
want to work harder, right? Well, there's two ways. Like it's said when people take an L, they can either be depressed, retire, not do shit anymore with their career, or number two, they can take that L, really reflect on it, and just be a better boxer at the end.
100% agree. What did Thurman say? I'm not afraid to let my all go. If you can beat me, beat me. You know, a lot of again the old mentality. Let's go back to Manny Pacquiao. He has 8 losses? Is he one of the greatest?
Big time.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
He got 8 losses though,
Yeah.
right? But Muhammad Ali, he has I think 3 or 7. Is he one of the greatest? A lot of people say that he is the greatest. Mike Tyson got knocked out,
Yeah.
right? These people got losses. But one thing common is with these guys is they fight the fight. Mm-hmm. You know, when you watch a Mayweather fight, who's the favorite?
Mayweather.
Probably almost all the fights
All
that
time.
he fight.
Yeah.
Mayweather, right?
Mayweather, yeah.
If you watch a Pacquiao fight, when the Spence fight got announced against Pacquiao, you'd be like, what the hell? Why are you fighting this guy?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or even the Thurman fight. When Manny fought him, I'm like, why are you fighting Thurman, bro? That's
why?
it for you.
Yeah,
You're old.
exactly.
But again, that's a gladiator mentality where they're like, bro, if you can beat me, go. Show it.
Yeah.
If not, I'll beat
Prove
your
it.
ass.
Exactly.
So I think that's what everyone needs to adapt, and all these people. And I think Spence, now that he got his loss, he's gonna come back better.
Hopefully.
Just don't fight Crawford again right away. Right away.
Yeah.
You know, be smart. But again, this is his first loss, so we'll see.
See how it turns out.
Ryan lost his O. What is he doing? He's making adjustments. Now we have yet to see if he's gonna be better, but you know, he's not just sitting around.
No.
Who else lost their O? A lot of people did. Josh Taylor lost to Teofimo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We don't know what he's gonna do yet, but I'm assuming he'll be doing the same, right? Wilder
Oh yeah.
knocked out twice.
Twice by the same dude.
But he came back, knocked him out. We'll see what he's gonna do. So a lot of these fighters that used to have the O that lost have yet to bounce back. But I think they're using this as a motivation to be better, and that's what it's all about, man. They're gonna be back at the top. So
Slowly but surely, man. Slowly but surely. So
sir.
all the boxers out there, all the guests out there, what do you guys think about boxers and losing their O's?
they should. Well, not should, but if you do,
If you do, are you gonna be depressed about it, or what are you gonna do about
just
it?
fight the fights, man. Just always test your limits. Test your limits.
Yeah.
That's what I'll probably add this to Canelo Alvarez. That guy has an old school mentality.
Yeah. He'll fight anyone. Well,
He literally fights everyone. He's fighting Charlo. Fought Triple G 3 times.
Yeah.
He fought Bivol. He got his ass beat. And then what did he say after?
Rematch.
He said, "Let's do it again,
Want
baby."
rematch. Yeah.
Exactly. So what do you guys think? People, would you rather fight someone that's undefeated that hasn't really taken the risk, or would you fight someone that's just taking risk all the time, every fight, right? So you tell me. Me, I'd rather fight the risk, man. I want to see a fight where I don't know who's gonna win.
Exactly. Same here, man. I agree with you there. So you let us know, even in the comment section below.
And who's always gonna go next? So we're about to find out.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one.
We'll find out. We'll go over this in a year or so. We'll find out who lost to Rose this year.
Yes,
I think it'll be a good episode.
Yeah.
Right? Well, guys, my name is MP,
Stefan SB.
and we are the opposite of out. We're still out.
We're out, boys.